Hello children, how are you children? Very nice now. Happy to see you again. Today we will see one more concept in a second chapter, that is what refraction of light. Today we will see very important topics like what is focal plane, when the image forms on the focal plane, for both convex lens and concave lens, all these things we will see. Before going to see, you watch video number 1 and video number 2 in refraction of light. First of all, this is video number 3 in refraction of light. The chapter name is refraction of light. Refraction of light. Now see children, this is what convex lens. What is lens? Lens is a transparent medium bounded by at least one or both the sides are curved. At least one side should be curved. Second side may be plane. This is plano. This is biconvex or double convex. This is plano convex. This is biconcave or diverging lens. This is converging lens. This is diverging lens. This is one side plane, one side one side concave. Plano concave. This is concavo-convex. Like this convexo-concave, different types of lenses are available in the market. Now, these are all we will use for various purpose. Biconvex lens means thicker in the middle and thinner at edges. One side plane, one side convex means plano-convex. Thinner in the middle and thicker at edges, biconcave lens. One side plane, one side concave, biconcave. One side concave, one side convex, concavo-convex. One side convex, the one side convex, one side concave. This is called convexo-concave. Now, these are all different types of lenses. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss only about biconvex and biconcave lens. This is also, you can draw like this. This is the symbol of shortcut symbol of biconvex lens. Now, this is what optic center. Now this convex lens is extracted from this sphere. I will rub and draw. 1 minute, whether the video is coming or not. Right, okay. This diagram I will draw once again. See children. See, this is biconvex lens. Biconvex lens is extracted from two spheres. This is extracted from the first sphere. This is extracted from another sphere. This curved surface is extracted from this sphere. This curved surface is extracted from this sphere. This is the center of this curved surface. Right now, this is the center of this sphere. Imagine this is a sphere. If you cut this part, you will get a curved surface from this whole sphere. Now, this is the center for this sphere. That means C1, C2. A lens consists of two curved surfaces. This is what optic center. For this curved surface, this is pole. For this curved surface, this is pole. This is what geometrical midpoint is called pole. We call it as optic center. In lenses, we call it as optic center. In mirrors, you can call it as pole. Now, in between optic center and center of curvature, here focus lies F1. This is focus lies F2. This is only for uniconvex lens, children. Remember, up to +1, you will get uniconvex lens only. Uniconvex lens means both curved surfaces, both are extracted from same size of spheres. Imagine a principal line. Imagine a line passing from all these points. This is called principal axis. Now, you can draw this diagram like this also. Convex lens also can be drawn like this. This is what biconvex lens, principal axis, optic center. This is center of curvature C1. This is center of curvature C2. This is focus 1. This is focus 2. That means a converging lens consists of one optic center, two center of curvatures, two foci and one optic center. Remember children, very very important. Any lens, any convex lens, a concave lens consists of two center of curvature, two focus, two foci. Focus is singular, foci is plural. FOCII, one optic center. Remember children. So, biconcave lens we will see now. Biconcave lens. Very interesting chapter this one. All numericals I will do separate video. Don't worry. I am uploading from last 2-3 days. I am uploading so many videos. This is what biconcave lens. Children, one more topic also, one more interesting thing also I am going to remind you. I am uploading extra videos, kinematics, complete 55 minutes video. All formulas I shooted in that video, uniform acceleration equations, upward thrown, freely falling, and projectile motion. It is completely comes in +1 intermediate first year. So for intermediate first year syllabus also you watch once. Any doubts, write in comment section. Prepare 2 to 3 times, revise 2 to 3 times, you will get easily. It is not a difficult task. Already we discussed in regular session. Once again you revise it. Any doubts, write in comment section. So many numericals I will upload. First of all, I am concentrating on 10th class level. Why? Because we have exams soon. So that this is what biconcave lens. Biconcave lens is also consist of two curved surface. This is extracted from the sphere. This is extracted from the sphere. This is center for this curved surface. This curved surface center is this one. This curved surface center is this one, C1, C2. This is what pole for this curved surface. This is pole for this curved surface. Whenever these two are merged, joined, optic center shifts here. Here, this is what in between O and F1. This is F2. The imaginary line passing from all these points is called principal axis. Sir, last video in convex lens also C1 you put here now. No problem. C1 and C2 either side you can take. This one C2 F2 or this one C1 F1. No problem. Why? Because it is a unique convex lens. This convex lens also this concave lens also you can draw like this. Same straight line but arrow mark reverse. In convex lens we draw like this. Arrow mark like this. Here arrow mark reverse. Principal axis, optic center, F1, C1, F2, C2. That means a concave lens consists of two foci, two center of curvatures and one optic center. Remember children, very very important. Now we are going to draw ray diagrams, image formed by convex lens and concave lens. How the image formed by these lenses. Then after we will see what are the uses of lenses. Then after we will see focal plane. So big topic, interesting topic also. Now this is what convex lens. This is what focus, F1. This is C1. You can also call principal focus. Why we are calling it as principal focus? I will tell you. This is F2. This is C2. This convex lens means nothing but magnifying lens. In childhood we played with the lens. No, this is convex lens. Convex lens looks like this. Here, if you place in sunlight, what will happen? You will get so many parallel incident rays. Sir, why do we get parallel incident rays from the sun? See first chapter, video number. When do you get parallel type? When do you get parallel incident rays in YouTube? You will get this complete video. It is almost 20 minutes video. Only for parallel rays, I did one separate video. If you place perpendicular to the sunlight, you will get all parallel incident rays. Remember children, the ray going from principal axis will be undeviated. The ray going from principal axis will be undeviated. In middle, the ray will not deviate, will not bend. Remaining rays, it is a converging mirror, so it converges and goes from focus. All light rays after refraction goes like this. Where all parallel rays intersect at a point, this is called principal focus. Principal focus. That means the image of sun forms here. If you place perpendicular to the sun, the image of sun forms here. What size? Point size. So remember, if you place object at infinite, if object is at infinite, what is the nature of image? Point size image. Point size image forms at principal focus. Principal focus. Very important. If you place an object at infinity, you will get parallel incident rays. All parallel incident rays after refraction converges and meet at what point? Principal focus. Principal focus. Very very important children. Principal focus. Remember, so point size image forms at principal focus. What is the nature of the image? Nature of the image, you know, real, inverted and highly diminished. Highly diminished. Sir, what is real, inverted, diminished? All we discussed in first chapter, reflection of light. If you want, once again I will teach you, but not at infinity. One more point we will take, no, at that time I will tell you. Right, children? Simply don't watch the video, take notes and paper, practice it. If you practice, then only you will get. Next, I am going to place the object, first infinite completed. Next, I am going to place the object beyond C. This is optic center, F1, C1, F2, C2. Beyond C2, I placed the object. Object O, height of the object O dash. Now, you need, in first chapter we saw to draw ray diagrams, we need minimum 2 incident rays. What are those 2 minimum incident rays? Any rays you can take. First ray I am taking parallel to the principal axis. Parallel ray after reflection, where it goes from, children? Principal focus. Parallel ray always goes from principal focus. Here also we saw. One more incident ray going from optic center will be undeviated. In 2 situations, rays will be undeviated. One is going from optic center, one is going from principal axis. This ray also undeviated. So, but I'm taking only 2 rays. Parallel ray going from principal axis, going from optic center, undeviated. This is the intersecting point. Image always forms intersecting point to the principal axis. This is what image. Tell me, children, what is the size of the image? Nature of image I am writing. NOI means nature of image. Don't confuse. Nature of image I am writing in shortcut. This will be diminished. Comparative with object, object height is more and height of the image is less. Diminished image. Here head is upwards, head is downwards. This is what inverted image. Here head is upwards, here head is downwards. So inverted image. Remember, inverted image is always real image. If you place a white paper, you can catch this, you can caught this image on the white paper. That means real, inverted, real, inverted and diminished. Small size. Diminished means small size. Real, inverted, diminished image is formed in between F1 and C1. Very important. Image always forms in between F and C1 if object is beyond C. This is case 2B. Now we will see case 3. Are you following, children? Right. Case 3 we will see. I am going to place the first I place at infinity, next beyond C, next third case I am going to place at C, C2. This is what principal axis, convex lens, principal axis, optic center, F1, C1, this is F2, this is C2. Object placed here, O dash. We need minimum 2 rays now. Where the image forms we will see. This is O dash. Take parallel ray. After reflection goes from focus. One more incident ray I am taking which goes from I am taking which goes from optic center. Here this is the intersecting point. So at this point image forms I dash. Observe, children, if you place object at C2, image forms exactly at C1. Like that you have to correct it. If you get wrong, correct it. If you place object at C2, you will get an image at C1. And this height of the object equal to height of the image. And if head is upwards, here head is downwards, so it is inverted. As I said, inverted image is always real. We can caught on the screen. So the nature of image is real, inverted, same size at C1. Real inverted same size of image is formed at C1. Very important. Real inverted same size is image is formed at C1. Real inverted same size image forms at C1. Understand, children? First we placed at infinity. We got point size image at principal focus. Object is placed beyond C. Image is formed in between F and C. Nature of image real inverted diminished. Object is placed at C2. Real inverted same size image we got. Now case D. Now tell me, children, where I am going to place the object. Yes, you are correct. first time at infinity, now I placed beyond C2, now I C2, now I am going to place in between C2 and F2. This is what convex lens. Case 4, principal axis, optic center, F1, C1, F2, C2. Infinite completed, beyond C2 completed, yet C2 completed. Now I placed in between C2 and F2. Wherever you want you can place. Now object is O, height of the object O dash, and object height is denoted by H0. O is object. O0 is nothing but a tip, head of the object. H0 is size. We need minimum how many incident rays, children? Yes, parallel incident ray 1. One more ray going from optic center. You can take from focus also. Parallel incident ray always goes from principal axis. One more incident ray going from optic center. This is what intersecting point. Here the image forms. O dash becomes I dash. O dash becomes I dash. O dash becomes I dash. O becomes I. What type of image is it? Yes, same. This is a larger than object. So magnified image. This height is small, this height is more. So what kind of image is formed? Real, inverted and enlarged image. Real, inverted, enlarged image is formed. Where it is formed? Yes, beyond C, beyond C1. So beyond C1 it is formed. If object, observe children, if object coming close to the lens, image size is going far and image size is increasing. If object is at infinity, we got image at focus. If it is beyond C2, we got in between F and C1. If it is placed at C2, we got at C1. If it is in between F1 and C2, we got beyond C. Next I am going to place object at a focus. Principal focus I am going to place. Where we get the image we will see. See children, this is what a convex lens. This is E. Next case. This is optic center. Focus 1. C1, F2, C2. Now I placed the object at focus. Object O dash, this is what height H0. Parallel ray goes from principal focus. One more ray going from optic center. If you extend like this, they never intersect or intersect very far, so that we will not get image. If you place object at focus, image, nature of image is we will not get image. Even though we get it forms very far. Generally image is not formed. Also you can write they intersect at very far distance. So real, inverted, highly enlarged. Most of the times this will not be useful. This case will not be useful. So that image generally is not formed. Even though it is formed, real, inverted, highly enlarged image is formed if you place at a focus. Now one more case, last case in convex lenses we will see. If you place object in between O and F, what will happen? This is what convex lens, principal axis, optic center, F1, C1, F2, C2. I placed the object in between F and C, O dash. Now what kind of image forms? See, here very interesting. Parallel ray after reflection goes from principal focus. One more ray going from optic center, like this. These two are reflected rays are divergent rays, but if you extend, they seems to meet at one point. They seems to meet, not really meet, they seems to meet at this point. So the image of this object forms like this, like a plane mirror. Daily we will see our image in a plane mirror, no? Like this. This image, this is what HI. You can see HI is greater than, highly greater than H0. What kind of image is formed here, children? Tell me. What kind of image is formed? Yes, virtual. This is called virtual image. Virtual means always erect, head to head, tail to tail concept. Head is coinciding with head, tail is coinciding tail. Virtual, erect. Erect means straight. Erect and highly enlarged. Virtual image always forms on the same side of the object. Remember children, Virtual image we cannot caught on the screen. Virtual image nature, basic nature is erect. If you see your image in the plane mirror, your image will be erect, head to head. Your head and your image head coincides. Your legs, your toes coincides with the image toes. So it is virtual. Virtual image is always erect. Virtual erect in image may be enlarged or diminished or same size. In plane mirror it is same size. Virtual erect same size. In convex lens it is virtual erect enlarged image. In convex mirror also we get the same kind of image, virtual erect enlarged image in concave mirror. Right, children. All these concepts we will see in one shot. Very interesting now. Right. See, one big diagram, one big convex lens I am drawing. This is what F1, this is what C1, this is F2, here it is C2. Very big diagram I am drawing. Why? Because analyzation will be easy. First I placed object at infinity. This is what object 1. If object 1 is here, image 1 forms here. This is what image 1. What kind of image is formed? What kind of image is formed? Point size image formed. This is what object 1, this is image 1. Next I placed object beyond C1. This is what object 2. If you place object beyond C2, where the image is formed? In between F and C, real inverted diminished. This is what I2. If object is beyond C, image forms in between F and C2, F1 and C1. If it is beyond C2, F1 and C1. If you place object at C2, image forms at C1. If it is, this is I3, image 3. This is what, this is what object 3, this is what image 3. Real inverted same size. This size is equal to this size. Next, sir, why are you decreasing the size of the object? To draw easily, remember children, you have to show clearly. If you decrease the size, then only you can see enlarged image. If object size decreases, then only you can show enlarged image in the paper. In notebook, you cannot show very enlarged image. By seeing the invigilator, immediately he has to identify that which is object, which is the image. What is the nature of the image? If you draw this one in a small mode, then you can show big image. That is the reason. Otherwise, you can draw. If it is in between F1, F2, C2 and F2, image will be enlarged. This is object 4. This is what image 4. Beyond C2. If it is in at F, image will not formed or highly enlarged. Highly enlarged. This is what object 5. This is what image 5. If it is in between F and C, now this is the object 6. Image also forms on the same size. This is what image 6. These are the images formed by convex lens. Understand, children? Now, last topic today, focal plane we will see in another video. Why? Because lengthy videos you feel strained to watch. So that I am doing small videos. I can do 1 hour, 2 hours also. But seeing long videos is somewhat tedious. See, this is what image formed by concave lens. Concave lens. This is what concave lens. Concave lens you can draw like this also. Both we will see. It cannot form so many images like convex lens. It can form only one type of image. This is what optic center O. This is F1. This is C1. This is F2. This is C2. Here you can place object anywhere. Why? Because it is a diverging lens. You place object here or here or here or here. Image you will get in between F and O only. Now say this is what parallel ray. Parallel ray, what will happen, children? It is a diverging lens. So diverges and seems to meet at focus. For convex lens, parallel ray meet at principal focus, diverges and seems to meet at focus. One more ray I am taking which goes from optic center and deviates. This is the intersecting point. The object, this is what object, this is what image. What is the nature of image? Nature of image is, it is virtual. Same side form, no? Virtual image and the size is diminished comparatively object height, this height is very very small now. Virtual and erect image is always virtual, erect and diminished image. Virtual erect diminished image is formed always in between, image is formed, virtual erect diminished image is formed where it forms, children? In between F2 and O. Same diagram you can draw here also. Is it required? Okay. Concave lens, principal axis, this is O, F2, C2, F1, C1. You place object anywhere, parallel ray, diverges, seems to meet at focus, one more ray going from optic center undeviates. This is what image? This is O, this is I. O dash, I dash. Understand, children? This lens is used to rectify myopia. Already we saw in 5th chapter Human and Colorful World in Eye Defects. Convex lens is used to rectify hypermetropia. This is for hypermetropia. This is for myopia. This is looks like this. If the doctor suggests this lens for myopic patients, this is what hypermetropia patients. The combination of this lens is called nothing but what lens? It is what presbyopia. Presbyopia is a combination of both convex and concave lenses. Lens without lens you cannot imagine this world. Why? Because a bulb is a curved surface. So lenses are very much useful in our daily life. We are using cameras, cell phones, video shooting, so many movies we are watching. This all comes from lenses only. So this is what image formed by convex lens and concave lens. Pause it and write notes clearly. Watch 2 to 3 times. If you are unable to read so many subjects, at least use headphones to listen these classes regularly. All the best. God bless you, children.